Here you will have free English, French, and job videos to increase your skills and to immigrate to Canada. Every day you will have videos with grammar rules, articles, exercises and tips for you to use during your busy day. And as you have them, you can improve your English, French and your job searching skills. By enrolling with us, you can have more explanations, examples and exercises to prepare yourself for international exams required to immigrate to Canada. You will have templates and tips for your job searching. By taking all this, you will increase your chances to nicely settle in Canada. Check our website link in the description below of this video. You will have these videos in a partnership with Canada Smart Mind. Subscribe yourself to receive every video you want to understand and to be understood. But sometimes it is not that easy. That is why you have to learn the 3 basic elements of communication: how to work with the executor, the action, and the receiver, and that is what you are going to have here. You are going to see 1. A grammar rule to know how to say your things. 2. A text to improve your pronunciation. 3. An exercise to consolidate your knowledge. You will learn how to speak and listen to English and French. You will have free videos of English and French and how to settle, especially in Canada. That is why it's very important to click on the bell icon to receive the latest videos and to subscribe to us to promote our channel. Do you want to get rid of your language concerns? Here you improve your 4 skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking to get a higher score on international tests, to improve your career abilities, and to immigrate to Canada or any other English or French speaking country. Pay close attention to this video to find out how. 1. Grammar rule explanation. Parts of speech. What is a part of speech? We can categorize English words into 9 basic types called parts of speech or word classes. It's quite important to recognize parts of speech. This helps you to analyze sentences and understand them. It also helps you to construct good sentences. Parts of speech table. Parts of speech examples. Parts of speech table. This is a summary of the 9 parts of speech. You can find more detail if you click on each part of speech. Part of speech function or job example, words example, sentences verb action or state, to, be, have, do, like, work, sing, can, must. English club is a website. I like English club. Noun thing or person, pen, dog, work, music, town, London, teacher, John. This is my dog, he lives in my house, we live in London. Adjective describes a noun: good, big, red, well, interesting. My dogs are big, I like big dogs. Determine or limits or determines a noun and the to. Some, many. I have 2 dogs and some rabbits. Adverb describes a verb. Adjective or adverb: quickly, silently, well, badly, very, really. My dog eats quickly when he is very hungry, he eats really quickly. Pronoun replaces a noun: I, you, he, she. Some. Tara is Indian, she is beautiful. Preposition links a noun to another word: to, at, after, on. But we went to school on Monday. Conjunction joins clauses or sentences or words: and, but. When I like dogs and I like cats and dogs. I like dogs, but I don't like cats. Interjection short exclamation, sometimes inserted into a sentence. Oh. Ouch. Hi. Well, ouch. That hurts. Hi. How are you? Well, I don't know. Some grammar sources traditionally categorize English into 8 parts of speech, others say 10. Examples of other categorizations are: verbs may be treated as 2 different parts of speech. Lexical verbs, work, like, run. Auxiliary verbs, be, have, must. Determiners may be treated as adjectives instead of being a separate part of speech. Parts of speech examples. Here are some examples of sentences made with different English parts of speech. Verbs. Top. Noun verb: John works. Noun verb John is working. Pronoun verb: noun she loves animals. Noun verb noun adverb: Tara speaks English well. Noun verb adjective: noun Tara speaks good English. Pronoun verb preposition determiner: noun adverb: she ran to the station quickly. Prawn verb noun conjunction: prawn verb prawn: she likes big snakes, but I hate them. Here is a sentence that contains every part of speech. Interjection: prawn conjugate noun verb prep noun adverb: well, she and my young John walk to school slowly. Words with more than one job. Many words in English can have more than one job or be more than one part of speech. For example, work can be a verb and a noun, but can be a conjunction and a preposition. Well can be an adjective, an adverb and an interjection. In addition, many nouns can act as adjectives. To analyze the part of speech, ask yourself, What job is this word doing in this sentence? In the table below you can see a few examples. Of course, there are more, even for some of the words in the table. In fact, if you look in a good dictionary you will see that the word but has 6 jobs to do. Verb, noun, adverb, pronoun, preposition and conjunction. Word part of speech example work noun my work is easy verb I work in London but conjunction John came, but Mary didn't come preposition everyone came, but Mary well adjective are you well adverb she speaks well interjection well. That's expensive afternoon noun we ate in the afternoon noun acting as adjective we had afternoon tea. Now, here is the grammar rule that you can use while you are talking. Remember, you got to have the grammar rules, the pronunciation, and the vocabulary to sustain your conversation. I wish I could say some nice words and cool you down, but here is the thing, you have to go deep into your practice to develop your skills to talk. We post here the basics of grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary. So hit the subscribe button and bell icon to receive the other videos and increase your ability to speak. Also, contact us to see how easy and cheap is to enroll in our teaching program, where you can have videos, exercises, and books to support your work and to increase your performance, and share this video with your friends and help them out too. Text, script, and the audio file.
In 1988, the percentage of U.S. adults aged 25 or older with a college degree reached 20% for the first time. That information comes from the National Center for Education Statistics. Many people consider a degree from a 4-year college to be an important step toward a good job. Employers have used the credential to help choose between job candidates. Experts who study labor and higher education have said a college degree tells businesses that their employees have basic work skills. But by 2019, the number of adults with college degrees increased to 36%. That is a rise of 80% over 30 years. A 2019 story in the Wall Street Journal newspaper called this increase degree inflation. That meant the credential had become less valuable because it was so common. However, many businesses still use a college degree as a filter in choosing possible workers. While more American workers have a college degree than in the 1980s, there are still millions of experienced workers who do not have one. People who study labor say dependence on a college degree creates a needless barrier. Byron Auguste is one of them. Auguste is an economist and a labor expert. He was an advisor to former President Barack Obama. In 2015, he helped start a company called Opportunity at Work. It aims to help skilled workers in the U.S. who do not have college degrees find good jobs. Auguste tells the story of his father, who took computer classes. His father then went on to have a successful computer programming career, but he did not have a college degree. Auguste calls workers like his father STARS. It stands for Skilled Through Alternative Routes. That means they use different paths to get the skills and knowledge they need to do a job. His company's research shows the 3 main groups of STARS are African Americans, Hispanics, and rural people. Auguste recently wrote an opinion piece for the Washington Post newspaper. He later spoke about his work in a podcast. He said the college degree filter creates a skills gap. The lack of a degree makes employers think there are not enough workers to do some jobs. But in fact, there are workers with the needed skills.
Most of the skills we use at work, we learn on the job, not in school. So if we stop people from having that experience on the job, well, then obviously we're going to work our way into a skills gap. And I think that's exactly what we've done.
Some jobs clearly require special degrees and training, such as the professions of medicine or law. However, there are millions of good workers in the U.S. who have valuable experience, said Christian Serrera. He works with Auguste at Opportunity at Work. Serrera said they may have jobs at large stores like Walmart and could move into better jobs with a little special training. Serrera said many of these people speak English and another language. He gave an example of someone who needs to work with people who can speak both English and Spanish. He said an immigrant has skills people cannot learn in college.
Like patience and not taking things too personally and having a little bit of humor about life in general as you're learning about a different culture, a different country, different everything.
A company, he said, that is flexible in its hiring methods can identify a good worker and then train them for a better job. Auguste recently spoke with the New York Times newspaper. He said, people need dependable jobs to enter the middle class. If companies continue 4-year degree requirements, millions of people will not be able to get better jobs. Serrera moved to the U.S. from Spain without a college degree. He found that if he wanted to have a good job, he would need to find a way to finish college. He did that, but it was not easy. He started by attending a community college. Many people will still need to push themselves to get a college degree, he said. However, companies like Opportunity at Work are asking businesses to reconsider their job requirements. A recent story by the Harvard Business Review noted that during the COVID-19 health crisis, some companies removed a college degree from their list of job requirements. Before that, a 2018 story by CNBC noted that companies including Google, Apple, IBM, and Starbucks were removing college degree requirements from some job listings. Serrera said many of those jobs are show your work jobs, like writing programming for computers. But he said there are still other jobs where people who have work experience without a degree can succeed. Also, he said, companies need to tell their employees about opportunities for them to get better jobs and to make it easier for good workers to be considered for them. Serrera called on employers to offer jobs with mid-level pay and good job possibilities to stars. He said that stars answer when employers send a strong signal that they need workers with skills and do not require a college degree.
But as of right now, employers are failing to turn the signal on and commit to action.
That, he added, prevents stars from taking action and keeps them on the sidelines. I'm Dan Friedel.
Remember to go to the description and check the links for Canadian companies searching for employees outside of Canada. Also, you have a link for our contact in the description. Since you only can count on yourself, make your inscription and hit the like and the bell icons to receive our latest videos. 3. Exercise explanation. Click
quiz. Should American companies stop requiring college degrees? Byron August's company is working to help people they consider stars. What kind of person might be a star? A star is someone who works in the space program and has experience with aircraft design, a person who received very good grades at a 4-year college and is ready for a job as a star. A star is someone who has good experience working and might be able to take a secure job but lacks a 4-year degree. Someone who came to the U.S. as an immigrant and put themselves through college is a star. Correct. A star is someone who has good experience working and might be able to take a secure job but lacks a 4-year degree. What changed about the American workforce between the 1980s and the current day related to college degrees? More workers than before were able to find good jobs even without college degrees. Immigrant workers came into the workforce and were rewarded for their ability to speak languages other than English. The number of workers with a college degree increased by about 80%, making a college degree a little less valuable. All of these changes happened since the 1980s. Correct. The number of workers with a college degree increased by about 80%, making a college degree a little less valuable. Byron August's company, Opportunity at Work, is asking businesses to reconsider their job requirements. What are some changes the company wants to see? They would like to see a 4-year college degree removed from some job listings. Opportunity at Work wants businesses to signal to employees that there is a path to a stable job even without a college degree. Businesses should recognize employees who might be successful in middle-class jobs with just a little more training. All of these answers are correct. Correct. All of these answers are correct. Byron August talked with the Washington Post about a skills gap that might not actually be there. Why does he believe some companies think there is a skills gap in the American workforce? According to the story, many workers do not learn good skills before applying for jobs, creating a gap. Since many jobs require college degrees, workers do not apply, so businesses think there are not enough qualified workers. The best workers do not want the jobs that are open at many companies. None of these answers are accurate based on this story. Correct. Since many jobs require college degrees, workers do not apply, so businesses think there are not enough qualified workers.
Tell us your questions and pretty soon, you will see what we have to say. Leave your comments about this video, and we will know what you like and what we can do to better help you. Thank you for watching this video, and be sure that we will be with you in this journey to turn your dreams into reality. Keep up there and write your story. I'll see you at the next one. Bye for now.